Now it's getting interesting. Polls are closed in 40 of the 50 states as America elects a president tonight. Headline of the hour, CBS News estimates that Ohio and Wisconsin, two of the key battleground states that could tip the balance, are leaning toward President Obama. But we cannot project a winner yet in either state or in any of the 5 other battleground states where the polls are closed. Let's have a look at the presidential race map as it stands at this moment. 270 electoral votes needed to win the presidency. We are now showing President Obama with 123 and Mitt Romney with 153. Mr. Romney's states are shown there in red, Mr. Obama's in blue. The states in white are states where polls have closed, but we do not have enough information to make a projection of a winner in those states. The states in gray are those where people are still voting. Let's have a look at some of the states where Mitt Romney is picking up his electoral votes. The state of Texas, won by John McCain by 12%. We project that Mitt Romney will win that state for the Republicans in this election as well. Next door, the state of Louisiana, we are projecting for Mitt Romney. We are projecting Mitt Romney will be the winner in the state of Kansas. Mitt Romney the winner in the state of Nebraska. We are projecting that Mitt Romney is the winner in North Dakota and in South Dakota as well. We are projecting that Mitt Romney will carry the state of Wyoming. Now, looking at some of the places where the president is winning, we are projecting that the president will carry the state of New York and its 29 electoral votes. Very large state and a very big win for the president. We are looking at Michigan as well as a state that will be carried by the president. The unemployment rate is 9.3% there, but the president's auto bailout back in 2009, the auto company bailout, has played very well in the state of Michigan, and Mr. Obama won it by 17% in 2008, and we are projecting that he will win it again today. Now, let's have a look at the battleground states. These are the states that could go either way in this campaign, and it has been fascinating tonight. Breaking news of the hour. Our correspondents in Virginia and Florida are reporting to us that even though the polls were to have closed in those states, both states have been so overwhelmed by the turnout that they have kept the polls open in Virginia and Florida to allow every voter who is standing in line to go ahead and vote. And in fact, Virginia has stopped reporting election results, has suspended that until all of the voters have had a chance to vote. They don't want to influence people with election returns. So, major states now that are figuring prominently in the plans of Mr. Obama and Mr. Romney are still voting long after they were to have closed. Let's have a look at the tabulated vote in Florida right now. This is the largest of all of the swing states with 29 electoral votes. This is the tabulated vote being counted right now, the actual number of votes, and have a look at that. It does not get much closer than that. More than 6 million votes have been counted so far, and is a razor-thin lead for the president in Florida with 72% of the vote counted. State of Ohio is another one of the big battleground states. 18 electoral votes, 27% of that vote in. Mr. Obama out to a sizable lead over Mitt Romney, but still a lot of counting to do. State of North Carolina, another of the swing states, 63% of the vote has been counted. Look at how close it is in North Carolina. The president won North Carolina in 2008 by 0.3 percentage point. It looks like it's going to be close again tonight. Looking at the state of Virginia, 38% of the vote has been counted so far in Virginia. Mr. Romney out to a lead, but again, 2/3 of the vote still yet to be counted. The state of New Hampshire, another one of the swing states, it has 11% of the vote counted so far, and President Obama out to an early lead with a long way to go in the counting in New Hampshire. Anthony Mason has been keeping up with the exit polling information. We've been talking to folks leaving the polls all day long in these states. Anthony, tell us which way these states seem to be leaning.
Well, Scott, as you mentioned, 7 of the 9 battleground states where polls have closed now. We've moved another state, the state of Wisconsin, and its 10 electoral votes over into the lean Obama column alongside Ohio. This means we feel President Obama has slight leads in both of those states and a caution they could still lean back, but the advantage to Obama there. Let's look at Wisconsin. One reason why we have Wisconsin leaning to Obama are young voters who make up about 20% of the electorate in Wisconsin. This is a group that President Obama won handily 4 years ago, almost 2-1, 64 to 35%. He's ahead again this time around, not quite as strongly, but still with a sizable majority. Those young voters told us pretty overwhelmingly they're satisfied with the Obama administration. 71% said they were satisfied. So who do they blame for the state of the economy? Well, number one, former President Bush. 59% told us they put him at the top of the list and pointed the finger at him for the blame. But again, with the state of Wisconsin we have now, our election desk has it leaning towards President Obama. Young voters, a big reason why. Scott.
Anthony, thank you very much.